Last summer, the Las Conchas Fire started in Santa Fe National Forest, and after burning out of control for 6 weeks, had consumed 150,000 acres, becoming the largest wildfire in New Mexico state history. The blaze either scorched or came dangerously close to the Pajarito Mountain ski area, Cochiti, Los Alamos, and lands held sacred by Santa Clara Pueblo. So when disaster strikes, we know we can count on one place, the Red Cross, and they are there. And Cindy Adams is Regional CEO of Red Cross New Mexico. Good morning and welcome back.
Thank you, Nikki. It's good to be here.
I'm glad you're here with us again. And you know, I want to talk a little bit about the ways that the American Red Cross really responded to the Las Conchas Fire.
Well, on June 25th of last year, I was on my way to Farmington, and I stopped at Cuba to take a conference call because the fire was burning and to hear about the weather conditions. And I listened to what everybody was saying on the conference call, and I turned right around and came back to Albuquerque and said, nope, we're going to be in business now. So we are in constant contact with our partners with State Emergency Management in the EOC in Santa Fe. So we knew what was coming, and so we put all of our volunteers on standby. We made sure that the supplies were deployed, and we got ready to open shelters up there for all the people who were evacuated. And so we had 2 shelters open in the early days of that fire. And
yeah, that you did. I mean, you really did take care of everything. And it's just so nice to know we can count on the Red Cross. And the 4th annual Real Heroes Breakfast is on Tuesday, May 22nd. And I want to talk about this because the Red Cross is actually recognizing the responders to this Las Conchas Fire. And they're doing the 2012 Humanitarian Award, and 40 partnering agencies are going to be honored as well. So tell us a little bit about who they are.
Well, you know, there are people who are paid to take care of other people.
Of course.
Emergency management personnel, the police department, the fire departments. But there's a lot of other agencies that have thousands of volunteers who aren't paid, but who want to help their neighbors in time of disaster. And so we have identified 40 different partners that we are going to honor, just to say thanks for everything you did to help people during the wildfires.
Can you elaborate a little bit on some of the roles that these volunteers played during the fire itself?
Okay. Well, for example, one of our strong partners is the Southern Baptist Group.
Okay.
And their specialty is cooking.
Okay.
And they have a mobile kitchen. So they brought the mobile kitchen down near Pajake, and so they cooked meals for people who were evacuated from their homes, and then the Red Cross vehicles loaded up, our emergency response vehicles, and then delivered the meals to people who needed them. We partner with Medical Reserve Corps, of course, again, with all the emergency management. Last summer, with all the Pueblos who were so generous in opening up their facilities for our shelters. So there are many, many agencies that have to come together to take care of people.
So many people to honor, and you've actually chosen 10 community real heroes. And so I want to know who they are, and I want to know how they were selected.
I can't spoil all the surprise.
Okay, you don't have to give us too much of the secret, but how did you choose who you chose?
It's a nomination process. People from the community nominate people to be real heroes, and then we have a selection committee, and they're blind nominations, so we take out people's names to make it very objective, and they're very carefully evaluated by the committee, and then we make these selections. And this is ordinary people who do extraordinary things.
That's a great way to say it.
Just need that opportunity to be recognized.
And they really deserve to be recognized. I mean, they're putting their life on the line, really.
That's right.
And so there's a special breakfast, as we mentioned. I want to get some of the details about the breakfast, and I actually understand that Suzanne Martinez, our governor, is actually going to be the keynote speaker. So let's talk a little bit about that.
All right. It's going to be on Tuesday, May 22nd at UNM in the ballroom at the Student Union. And it's 7:30 in the morning. And we've got hundreds of people coming who are part of this event and who will be honored. And people have an opportunity, if they can't make it, to actually be a hero for a hero. By making a $100 donation to the Red Cross, then you can provide a seat at the breakfast for one of the people involved in these 40 agencies to attend and be part of our celebration.
What a nice way to do that. And so I also, before you go on to talk about this, I understand that the Red Cross recently moved, and so you have a new location. So I want to know how the new location is actually going to help your staff and your volunteers to be able to provide more service to New Mexicans.
We had been in the current location for more than 40 years, and things have changed a lot in 40 years. And so this new location has great training facilities for our health and safety classes, for our disaster preparedness classes, so that's a big plus. We have wonderful visibility and accessibility to the interstate, which is important when we need to get on the road to go help people.
Great point.
We have a 1,500 square foot warehouse area for our disaster supplies, so we have everything there in the warehouse ready to go, and we can respond very quickly.
So appreciative of everything that you all do. Cindy, thank you so much for being here. Good luck with the new location, and let's let's try to get more people to be a hero for a hero.
And you know who our first hero for a hero was this morning?
Who?
Brian Cranston.
Brian Cranston. Yep. Oh, thank you, Brian Cranston. Yep. Hero for a hero. I love it. And you know what? We're really cooking next because Breaking Bad's Brian Cranston is going to be here live on New Mexico Style. Don't go away.
It's gonna